Hello and welcome to the Sideboard. I am Ruben Bressler and I'm joined by our Standard Open champion here in Orlando, Tyler Wilkerson. Tyler, congratulations.
Thank you very
well
much.
Well done. That was a fun finals to watch.
That was really
very,
epic,
very interactive. Game 3 was great. The last two turns had a lot of interplay to them.
Yeah.
Where if any one thing was slightly off, I saw you sort of thinking about what to do with Jace.
Yeah.
Had you -2'd, it might have been the one life he needed off of the Blood Baron to stay alive. If he had managed to find another land for the second last breath that he had in his hand, because he had 2 at the end of the game. If he had blocked differently when you attacked with the Mutavault and the Frog Lizard and instead used a last breath on a like lots of different things could have gone differently.
There were a lot of things.
But they didn't, and you played very tight, and it was a great game to watch at the end there. The Mono Blue deck does seem to have a lot of those very thin margins, though.
Yeah.
Is that one of the appeals of the deck to you?
I mean, it's the most consistent and consistent deck, I think, in Standard. I mean, you can have just explosive, like, affinity-style draws, but then you can be top decking Cloudfin Raptors on turn 7 or 8.
Sure.
And I was totally not on Mono Blue when I came to the tournament. I was going to play Esper. I'm an Esper guy. And I had a friend, Kendall, from back home in my shop that said, well, I'm playing Mono Blue. I played a couple games. It was really fun. So he's like, well, use it for a PTQ. I played it last weekend. Did decently well. Didn't top 8, but I did like 6-2. I was like, can I borrow it for Orlando? Sure. Lost my first round in Standard.
Oh, wow.
And then
rattled them all off.
Yeah, then ended up being here.
So you're on a win streak, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, it seems that way.
There you go. So Mono Blue Devotion is actually a deck that has been somewhat of a favorite of the format for a while, but actually hasn't had a major tournament win. Lots of top 8s, but not a major win in a little while. Mono Black Devotion and several different rogue strategies like green creature-based decks were taking down the actual trophies, whereas Mono Blue wasn't able to finish it off. This is like the first one of those in a little while.
Yeah.
Is that a problem with the consistency of the deck, or do you think that it was the target for a while and now it's not anymore?
I think people are kind of not scared to play the deck because of the inconsistencies.
Sure. But
I just think people they trust the pros. Like the Mono Black deck is really advocated by the pros,
right?
And they trust that. I'm a big fan of Sam Black, so I watched all his videos coming up to this tournament, made sure I was able to really know the ins and outs of the deck, and I just kind of trusted in what he said. He said everyone should be playing this deck.
Sure.
Because if you can play tight, it rewards tight play. And if for some reason they stumble, then of course you're definitely
taking advantage of that. Definitely punishes stumbles a lot. One of the cards I wanted to discuss is a card that I've seen in a couple of sideboards for Mono Blue recently, but hasn't really picked up fully in popularity. Wasn't at its best in this match, but that's Curse of the Swine.
Yeah.
Very adept at being able to take down gods and other difficult to deal with creatures. Was Curse of the Swine good for you this weekend?
I think I might have cursed one thing this weekend. I was going to cut it, but I was a little worried because all the Desecration Demons, which is a sort of a problem for the deck. If you don't have Master and they have like removal for it, you need something to get rid of it. It's also good in the mirror, of course, to get rid of Thassa and Night Veils. I kind of had a soft spot for it because during the last tournament I played it in, I got Curse of Swine me, but it actually won me the game because it evolved my Cloudfin Raptor.
Oh, nice.
So I was able to actually swing for lethal when he cursed with me. So
nice.
I'm like, we'll pay homage to this guy.
That's a nice little trick that you can do. If you can Curse the Swine for like 4, you can get rid of their 3 creatures, make one of your own creatures, and then evolve your Cloudfin Raptor. That's a pretty sweet trick.
And the pigs can block, Miscutter Hydras. And
there you go. Pigs are not blue.
This is true.
So you're also able to tap them down with Tidebinder Mage. Yeah. There's a ton of different interactions with that card. And I think that card is going to see a lot more play in the future of Mono Blue.
I can see that, yeah. At least it's a one-of.
Right. Well, it's certainly a spicy one-of.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Well, Tyler, congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, Ruben.
Thank you for joining me in the sideboard, and good luck if you happen to play in the Legacy Tournament. Yeah. We're talking about if he's going to play in the Legacy Tournament. If you decide to, then good luck in that tournament.
I appreciate it. I hope I get to play.
Well, there you go. Tyler Wilkerson is your Standard Open champion here in Orlando. That's it for the sideboard for now. We're going to toss it back to the booth with Patrick and Cedric.